They'll blanket you in Wi-Fi and profit off the radiation. Congregation collecting the people for that Satan. I keeps it blazing, cause I can read between the lines. I ain't blind, we unwind what they're really saying. Genetically modify what you're tasting. Don't need that cottage promise, so now you live up in your mom's basement. Redesign time so your mind is always wasted. Program to crave the basics. Keep the beta in stasis. Pay the state, kid. You're in debt for being born. Messengers are more than just the price for being warned. Don't be alarmed. Disconnect from their machinations. Stop subscribing to the folly of all nations. Bone breaking ain't the answer, cause they seek the ownership of souls. Spread the seeds and watch them grow. Break the chains of control. Break the chains of control.
Sweet Christmas, eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful, friends. Welcome to your random and unexpected Christmas guide. I just got the feeling that I wanted to do this, and I've done it for a couple years, and so I'm doing it again today. I just like to encourage people to buy local or small business primarily, and I know everyone is buying gifts for all sorts of things, not just Christmas. It's the gift giving season, and so I want to encourage people to do that, and sometimes people don't know what to do or where to go, so I have a lot of options for you of all different varieties and things that you can do to support this community, because all the people who I'm going to be featuring today are in our community, and small and sometimes local to you. And if not local, some of these things can be done easily at a distance, and some of them can be shipped easily to a distance. So no matter where you are in the world, you can access most of these things, and that's also exciting. Unless Australia is still not accepting packages because they're under tyrannical, horrifying rule. I tried to ship something to Australia recently for a fan who wanted a book, signed and rather than electronic or whatever other method. And it would have been $180 to send a tiny little book, just one little book there, because their postal service was not accepting packages unless they were priority shipped through whatever fucking stupid shit. So it's so crazy that a whole country can just stop accepting packages. And that's basically when you should overthrow your government. And so we'll see what Australia does. But for now, in many other places, we are still free enough to receive packages, get gifts for one another, and celebrate this season. And because it's a bright winter, and we're making it a bright winter by intentionally being bright, doing bright things, and sharing our brightness with others, then it's perfect to find these gifts. So I'm just going to jump into it and make this a quicker stream. We'll see how many people show up and or come watch later. And this is the stream that you can share really easily, so that's nice, right? When you can share with people. So I'm apologizing ahead of time for how this looks, and I'm going to show you the sites for all these too, but I just want to show you that I'll use and love all of the people I'm sharing with you today. So I'm sorry this has become grease stained, but it is a very beautiful cream elixir, and this is from Alamano Organics, which is out of Portland. And Emily, who does these, is in conjunction with Adam at Deborah Gets Red Pilled. And so, and they're doing a new show now called Chicken Tenders. So it's great. And she makes the best products. And what I love about her cream elixir is that you can get a rose something one, which is super cool. Anytime you can use rose on your skin, rose oil. But she also has this one, which is Palo Santo. And I have Palo Santo everything. I have Palo Santo cream. I have Palo Santo deodorant. I have Palo Santo that I use in my, blessings and other things. So I love Palo Santo, and this is the first product I ever found that had Palo Santo in it, so I love it. She also makes things like these little body spritzers that are white sage and rose. Again, I love rose. And other products too for healthcare. So I'll share that site with you soon. And I have to show you one of my favorite things I ever get. So first of all, Lindsay Murphy now, because she got married recently, she has a storefront in which she does amazing, beautiful, blessed, crystal-infused, magically timed, energetically powerful mixtures of essential oil, and she does them in sprays, which is rad, because a lot of people do the roll-on, and the roll-ons are cool, and I actually have one right here to share with you as well. I love the roll-ons because you can just do a quick, organic, beautiful, energy, powerful little roll on your pulse points. It smells wonderful. It's awesome. It lasts forever. But I love the sprays too because I can spray them on everything I have. My clothes, my like linens, my carpet. Like I spray these all over every room. This is my favorite smell she makes. It's called Spiritual Awakening. I love it because it has Lang Lang, orange, lavender. You can see a lot of things actually in there. And each of these is selected for a reason with an intention. And like I said, she literally will like time it with full moons and things like that. When she makes batches, they actually are small batch and they actually are just made by her. And you can hear the crystals in it. There's literally crystals in it. Like her products are amazing. And my other favorite that comes out every Christmas is the Spirit of Christmas. I love doing these as like stocking stuffers or just little extra gifts for people who you maybe don't know that well, or but you know, you want to give a gift to, because who doesn't like a spray? Especially if people have fake trees now. This is rad because they can spray it all over their tree and get that Christmas smell going. So I love that too. And my other favorite that she makes is Sacred Communication. And this I love because there's sometimes where you can't burn sage, you know, in certain places and certain times, or you just need to be a little quicker about things every once in a while. And so this is really nice because you can use it in the same way as a smudge spray, but it's in a bottle and it's easily carried with you anywhere and can be used even in places like hospitals and things where they don't like the spiritual, but you have to bring it sometimes. So I'm not getting paid to do any of this, by the way, in case you had imagined that. These are just things I genuinely love and would like to share with you. One last thing from Lindsay at Shooting Rainbows, and again, I'll share the site shortly after I do my show and tell, is this whipped body butter. I only use this lotion, and I use it on all of my body, and I would use it on my face before I found this cream elixir from Emily that I fell in love with. So now I have that for my face, but I use this every day. And so I stock up on these in multiples. And this is also a great gift because, again, it's all organic and handcrafted and beautiful ingredients. You know, and this has rosemary in it as well and lavender. It's just really good for your skin. And people say that I look young, and perhaps this is why. So it also has something to do with hydration, I'm sure. So those are the things I wanted to show you. And then I also have not listed on the site yet a few new pieces of orgone. I have these earrings, this earring pair. This has aluminum, rose, tiger's eye, and, oh my God, I'm blanking on the blue stone right now, turquoise. All in them. And so this pair of earrings, I usually do a pair for 60 or 70 because each piece, you know, is usually about 30 or so. And so, they're awesome. They're a perfect size. They come with the hangers. I just haven't put them on yet. And then you have orgone hanging from you everywhere you go. It's beautiful. I have another pair of earrings that turned out. And these ones do have a tiny turquoise, but they're more heavy on the tiger's eye and quartz. And they also have the rose petals in them. So they have all those energies. I'll do a full write-up on those energies when I put them on the site. I have a couple pendants, individuals. And then, I mean, I have a lot more on the site. These are just the new ones that aren't up yet. And then I have a plaque with those same energies, except this one has gold added as well. And there's always paper in mine. And usually I do organic handmade paper, but I've also been really enjoying using books because the energy of like that book, that page, that author, and that writing is then infused in it as well, which is really fun. So I have a couple of these of this style that are similar. And then I also have, of course, the ones that are already on the site, which we'll look at. So that's my show and tell. Those are the products I actually have with me that I love. I have some stuff from Phoenix Aurelius with me too, but it wasn't easy to show and tell. So, so let's jump over to look at some stuff that I love that I have purchased. I'm not sharing anything with you today that I haven't myself purchased in the past. Of course, I don't purchase from myself, but I do always want to let people know I write books. You can get them on Amazon and Barnes & Noble to send them as a gift pretty easily. All Endings Are Beginnings is my newest channeled, downloaded, get a dose of wisdom each morning, or use it as an oracle, ask a question, flip to a page and find your answer. They're super beautiful entries and just really solid wisdom and beauty from source. Phytalis, Sine Curve of Aeons, and Earth, A Trough in Time, the sequel, are also both available. Sine Curve is a little bit more fantasy background, and Earth is a little more science fiction-y, but they're both sort of fantasy science fiction, and they're both having to do with the yugas and the trail of time and humanity's path through them via really engaging, action-packed protagonists who take us through this journey. It's beautiful. They're also channeled books. You can actually get it in a hardcover. And my older books are A Gypsy on the Res, which is a memoir of my time teaching on a Native American reservation, and Mutable Realia, a collection of poetry. And I still have yet to publish my other book of poetry, even though it's done, but it exists. If you want to get those directly from me, you can just head over to the shop. You, like I said, get them from Amazon, Barnes & Noble. But in the shop, you can actually get my books directly from me, which then come with an inscription. And I almost always throw in a magnet or a sticker or more, just as a gift and a thank you to you. The inscription that you get is also channeled from source. And so it's often a much needed message. So that's a little bonus that you get for buying directly from me. There is so much here. I'll just try to go through it. I do healings and blessings in ceremonial setting. If you want to seek out support, you can also give those as a gift to people. I do tarot readings. You can also give those as a gift to people. Brighter You and the classes I teach, you can give as a gift, but I would just be sure the person wants to spend time in a class learning about these things before you give something like that. It's easier to show up to tarot and healings and stuff. It's a bit more of a commitment to do classwork, even when it's just a single hour-long class. I do a lot of orgone, as I showed you. There's also crystal, and I also embed a blessing in those, which make them even more powerful. And One Day of Brightness is coming up, and you could definitely give that as a gift to anybody as well. Again, I would check and make sure they're into that kind of stuff. It is a long day if you didn't love it, and it's a fast day if you do love that content. So guidance sessions are a one-on-one, sort of almost like therapy. You get some messages from source, sometimes some really powerful allies and people show up to give you some messages as well, and it's just different for everyone. The blessing, the tarot reading. I am doing the meditations twice a week. That would also be a fantastic gift to give to somebody. It's $75 for the whole month. That's 2 meditations a week, which is averaging 9 meditations a month for just $75. They're 20 minutes to half an hour or so. I think right now they're still on sale. You might check. Or no, I think it would say that here if they were. Yeah, it would. And they're not. But it's a freakishly good deal anyway. I do have other little ceremonial amphoras that have earth, air, wind, and fire inside of them. So you can carry that with you on a stranded necklace like they are here, or you can just use it to, take the contents out and use them ceremonially for yourself. I do custom plaques. If you have certain colors, shapes, or symbols or materials that you wanted used, you can get a custom plaque. And you can give that as a gift for someone too. In fact, almost always when people get the custom plaques, they are a gift for someone who they want to help uplift or, brighten and bring some extra energy to them with really specific intentions. So it's a great way to do that. I do personalized ceremonies for people. So if you are somebody who is looking for a ceremony for example, ceremonies I've made in the past, or for cleansing objects that you receive, for example, from a family member, maybe like a wedding ring, that you want to remove the previous attachments and make sure it's just pure and good and ready for your ceremony. I have done ceremonies for people who are grieving and trying to release trauma. I've done ceremonies for people who are calling things into their life and their future. And so the ceremony is channeled from source, and it's specifically for you. And I just let it come out as it comes to me. And so then that's a ceremony for you to do for yourself. Sometimes they're kind of shorter, and sometimes they're really intense and long. So be warned. Again, here's some of the crystal jewelry I do. This one's actually 3 different types of opal in the rough. They're super beautiful. I love that one. I do consultations on education and writing. And then here's some of the orgone pendants I have available. And it's weird. These 2 spots are never full for some reason, but there's actually a second page to the shop if you're interested. and then we'll move on to the next person. But there's just a few more plaques and earrings and different pieces of orgone that are available for you. You can also get my books digitally. If you just want to read them and you don't need the physical copy or an inscription, they're super cheap here for a digital download, so you can just come grab those too. And a couple more necklaces. These shirts are actually not available. I don't know why they're there, so I need to remove those. Here's some of the more crystal jewelry. I love this one. I actually love all of them. I intentionally created them and crafted them and placed blessings in them, so it's hard not to love them. So that is the Rogue shop, and you can grab any of that stuff. Is this the right one? Yeah, and then I also have shirts, and these are in the TeePublic store. You can link to this from my site, from my link tree, or right below wherever you're listening or watching this. I also have all the links I'm using today. So I have this Travel Well, Aim for Balance, and Always Look Inside First shirt with the lightning and the tree and the ripples. It's just beautiful. I have the Breathe In, Expand, Breathe Out, Brighten in honor of the meditations we do together and the channeled meditations. I have Don't Go Deeper into the Metaverse as my long offered advice to people. I have winning one with this dragon encircling the earth. I love this shirt. I bought this one first. I have the Brighter You logo, especially popular with people who are doing Brighter You. I have the Bright Winter still available because we're still doing the Bright Winter this year. The Rogue Ways classic logo. This older design we did for when this all first broke out across the world in tyranny, that living in fear isn't living. It's now available as a shirt. We had it as a decal before, so you could slap it up on windows anywhere you went. And then the Middle Path logo is also a shirt. And the colors you see here are just, what's shown, but you can get these in any color. You can get them on shirts, you can get them on mugs, hoodies, tank tops, baseball shirts, kids apparel, masks, wall art, notebooks, mugs, pillows, totes, tapestries, and pins, phone cases, stickers, and magnets. So any design you like, you can get on anything you want. This is the Alimento skincare site. It's also linked to below. If you're in Portland, you can actually go get, facials and massage, different things that she offers here. And so you can call or email her to set that up. And you can also call or email her to grab the different facial creams and sprays and spritzes and things that she does. So she has all these beautiful treatments. Some of them are exceptionally affordable. And so this would be a great gift if you know anyone who lives in Portland as well. Here's that Shooting Rainbows with the beautiful intention, nature-infused wellness products, high vibration essential oil and crystal essence sprays, perfumes, and earthy body products, happily and lovingly created with clean ingredients in small batches. It's all true. So she just has so much. And you can actually get wholesale if you yourself have a store and you want to feature these products. She does wholesale too. So you can get them on Amazon, on Etsy, and on eBay as well. But the essential oil and crystal essence sprays are what I was showing you. And then the crystal pulse point perfumes. And then this body butter cream too. So you can get any of those here. And I just want to show you some of the different scents and things that she has before we go to our next featured small business provider. She even has some for pets, but they all have different intentions. So there's calm, angelic awakening, daydream. And so whatever you're looking for, you can go by that, or you can click on each and kind of see the scents that are in them and imagine what your favorite scents are and grab those. I love Enchanted Forest, especially for like a more masculine energy. And then Mountain Man, also similar. Love Spray, Inner Child. Here's the Peaceful Pup Spray. It's safe and healthy for dogs, and if you need to have a more calming environment for your dog, you can spray it around and maybe on some of their fur away from their eyes and nose. Again, it's all organic and essential oil anyway, so it's very, very good. Vedic Eden is another one of my favorites. She just has so many. They're really good, and like I said, she just puts so much love into them. So she has a lot of other stuff too. She even sells gems and crystals that you can come and grab. And so here are her 3 that she has on offer right now. And of course, my favorite, the body butter. But she does have soaks, foot and body soaks as well. Super cool. So that's Lindsay's Shooting Rainbows store. And Wildcraft Wellness. What's up, Cheney? Nice to see you in the chat. And Wildcraft Wellness has so many things. Mama's Miracle Salve is my favorite stuff for whenever you have a scratch or a cut or just your sunburn or your skin is dry. Like, it's so healing. I will not lie. I use this on my chickens' combs. Because their combs get like dry and kind of cracked and weird sometimes in the winter, especially when it's really cold out. And so I'll put this on to protect them and keep them from getting further damage, but also to like heal and rejuvenate their comb. And they are so spoiled. I know I'm ridiculous, but Birthing a New Paradigm is her book. It's beautiful. It's about her travel into understanding motherhood and birthing, but also then applying that to creating a better world. She does amazing tie-dyes, as you can see by this frog here, this meditating frog. Just amazing. Let's go see actually what she has. And we'll go back and look at the other stuff because her tie-dye is by far the best tie-dye I have ever seen. She's been doing it for so long that she's just exceptionally skilled. So it brings us to her Facebook page. Oh, I love this heart. Good idea to have people model it for you. Here's an owl, it looks like. How cool. She's done an owl, done a frog. You can just get colors too. I was like, just do blue, and mine was just blue. This one's like a star though. That's really cool. She does a lot of these chakra ones, which are really cool as well. I love, ooh, that one even has a person shape. How cool. Harmony just always impressing me. Ooh, yin yang. That one's really nice. Purple, orange, yin yang. I love that. Red and green Christmassy ones. All kinds of good stuff. She does tapestries, clothing, and everything. And you can even just custom order. You can be like, hey, I want a dress. I want it like this. I want a frog on it. Whatever you want, she can do it. And they're just amazing. So I love this strawberry one. That's so cute. Okay, so going back. See what else, because she does a lot more than just tie-dye and just salve. One of my favorite things to give as a gift each Christmas. Why isn't this going backwards? I frickin' hate shit like that. Okay, let's do it the old-fashioned way. So she also does, as I was trying to say, one of my favorite gifts to give is her culinary salt grinders. She does smudge sticks and like incense and different things too that you can use. She makes jewelry. She has bath salts. She has lip balm. She even makes me special a chicken a chicken mix. It's like a happy chicken mix, and it's all the herbs that keep them really healthy that they don't normally get in their diet. And God, my chickens are spoiled. But her salt grinders, why isn't it linking? We'll get there. We'll get there. Here we go. You can get custom dried herb boxes from her that is all from her garden that she dries and she grows organically. She harvests, she dries, and she then puts together for you in this package. Like, what an amazing gift. I hope people are here buying this right now. Wildcraftwellness.net. She does all kinds of smudge sticks. You can get different kinds. Lip balms. I still have so many because I also give those as gifts. Organic tea blends, the salve. Maybe she doesn't have any of the salt grinders right now. Darn. Well, you may just have to contact her and ask her, but she does like chanterelle and Himalayan salt, for example. It's one of my favorites and one of my favorites to give. And she just does, and they're all things that she grows and harvests herself, except for the Himalayan salt. She just mixes it with her own herbs and things, and they're so good. They're such a nice text. And then they're in the little grinder too. So they're actually just super cool to give as gifts. So go check her out and grab whatever gifts you can from her. Of course, Johnny Larson, the man himself, does amazing art. These are just some of his most recent like doodles and sketches. These aren't even his like main events. But he just does amazing stuff. He does really beautiful trees of various kinds, both clothed and unclothed. And these are some of the past ones he's done for people. These are all sold, but they give you an idea. And he does do, what's that called? Commissions. So if you wanted one of these, he could get that done for you. He has prints. If you want prints or a bit more affordable way to give a Christmas gift, you can get any of these that are here. These are all available. They are one of a kind, they are unique, and they're awesome. I freaking love them. And of course, he has more than that. On his fine art page, you can see some of the paintings he's done. This was one of my favorites. I loved her. Super cool. He does on records, he does on canvas, he does on board. This one is so rad. Oh man, he does some cool shit. And there's some stuff that's in the works now that would just, I love it. It's just not up here yet, and I can't wait for him to finish. Everything he does is so exciting. Look at this giraffe. Some of these are available, and some of these have long been sold, but it does give you, again, a really good idea of his breadth and depth and the things you could commission as a gift. And you can just head to his shop and see all the things that are available. All kinds of prints, postcard and other. There's card packs as well. I love the card packs because I send a lot of cards. And he still has one book left of his first printing, which will never be printed again. So it's, in a way, one of a kind of Madness, his Doodles and Other Madness book. And you can also buy some of his albums. He does music too. I know, he's amazing. So he also has NFTs. If you're in the NFT world, you can go check that out. And he also has a TeePublic shop in which you can get many of these designs on shirts and pins and mugs and whatever you want. Sweatshirts, Cannibal Supper Club, this Guardian shirt. I love this Guardian shirt. All of these are so cool. I got myself a bonsai shirt. That's one of my favorite designs of his. The light bender. And honestly, if you saw a design of his that you loved and you wanted on a shirt, bet you he'd throw it up there for you. Squirrel Vereen, I should say. The Berserker. So those are all some things you can get from Johnny. What's up, Bex Rock in the chat? Thank you. I'm glad they're great ideas for you. I hope that you find some things to give to people, get your shopping out of the way, and support our community and our small business people. So that's Johnny's Shop, Art, and Music. And Catherine, of course, is my favorite, one of my favorite people. And so giving these types of gifts, I think, is just beautiful for everyone. Again, you may want to check and make sure that they aren't weirded out by spiritual work or channeling type of energy and source work. But if you've seen Catherine ever, you know it's exceptionally good, true, and beautiful, and just the purest connection. And so, but you know, some people are weird. So yeah, some of her, for example, if you have a pet, if you have someone with a pet, especially if they're going through trouble, you could give them this monthly pet blessing. Every day she gives a blessing for all the pets who are in the monthly pet blessing, and it's more powerful than you might imagine. It definitely has been shown over and over again to improve pets' health and well-being. You can give them a private pet consult and communication session, so one-on-one with a pet, either living or past. You do a workshop with her on how to connect with your heaven animal spirit guides. You can get 2 animal companionship and relationship readings, which is if you and your pet are having some trouble together, or the person you're giving it to. An animal guide reading can be really powerful too. It's a little bit more affordable for 30 minutes, and light treasure transmission with practice session. So this is a permanent gift you get embedded within you to uplift your own spiritual channels and abilities. So she has a lot to offer. And I'm sure if you wanted something in between any of those offerings, you could connect with her and see what might be best for you or to give to another person. So her site is soullightpetservices.org. And of course, I love Chrisanne's work. She's an amazing artist, and she makes so many fun and cute and beautiful and well-crafted things. I've gotten a lot of her jewelry for myself and as gifts for others, and she's expanded to just do so many different things. So she has these divination discs. It's kind of like a tarot deck, but they're small, and so you would pull out whatever circle and see what is the message and the symbolism there. I love that idea. It's super unique, very cheap and affordable. She crafts, designs, and paints these little what are these, clay? I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but little sort of figurines and things. So these are those, the show must go on, little laughing and sad clown faces. She does letters and numbers dice. You can also use those for divination, which is really fun. So you can just throw a few or just throw one and just see what comes out, which letter, which number, and what does that mean to you. I love she has the figure eight, or what's it called, the magic 8 ball, but as a dice. So you can just throw it and get your magic 8, and it's only $1.50. It's really affordable. She has the Lion of the Old World, which is, again, she handcrafts these, designs these, and then embellishes them or paints them. And so these are all, in a way, one of a kind, although she does have some that she does the similar designs more than once. Little glass gazing balls you can use as an oracle. A mermaid here. The Pearl of Great Price necklace. She has designs that she has put on shirts and cards and different things too, especially spiraling into the rabbit hole. I don't know what these Hanafuda earrings are or what they're from, but when I was at that a recent fan expo convention in Denver, everyone had these. Not everyone, but a lot of anime cosplay people had these, so it must be from a show I'm just unaware of. Or maybe they're a real historical thing and the show just popularized them. I'm not sure. Hermes, prints and shirts. Your future looks bright. Hand reading pin. Just all kinds of really fun stuff. I love the little boxes she does. It's a hand-painted trinket box. She has some magnets. Tartaria shirt. I love this design. All of this is designed and painted and done by her. I have this Orin pendant necklace. Of course I do. She also does trinket boxes that are wooden and not this sort of clay or whatever material that is. She will do commissioned painting. She does really beautiful fine art, realism painting and portraits. So you can commission her for that. And she has some of these other bracelets and necklaces and things here as well. And I hope she shows, here's some of her fine art that she does. She's just really incredible artist. So her store is super cool. It's called Eye of the Beholder. I think it's actually called Studio Zowby. Studio Zowby, Zowbi. And then Eye of the 8 as a B for Beholder. Eye of the Beholder. So you can go check that out on Etsy. The link is below you if you like. She's awesome. Of course, no Christmas guide would be complete without looking into Phoenix Aurelius. Phoenix is amazing. He's a longtime friend of the show. He's going to be at the One Day of Brightness this December 19th, so that's going to be awesome. And we're super excited about that. He's an alchemist, researcher, educator, and modern Renaissance man. He runs a biodynamic farm. He does spagyria and alchemy. He creates all kinds of beautiful products for people. And you can get all of them here. And of course, he's always supporting reforestation as well for every dollar you spend with him. So if you use the link specifically below to go there, it actually helps me out as well. It's a referral link from me. It doesn't cost you anything else. And I just get a little kickback. So I appreciate that if you're going to go purchase from Phoenix. He does do courses. Brief outline of spagyric theory and philosophy is free, and then he has some others that are free, and then he does some that are not free too if you want to go further into it. And so we'll just take a look in case you didn't know what's in the apothecary right now. It's always changing, of course, because he works with what's available. And he does have featured products. Anyways, oh, he has little shot glasses and dippers and bottles and things too. That's cool. Oh, you can do a custom formulation. That's smart. So if there's things you know you want. Yarrow flower, wormwood, zedoary root. I don't even know what some of these things are. Wild lettuce, wild daga, white willow, white sage, ginseng, watercress, viral net, vanilla bean, usnea, velvet bean. So these are meant to provide very specific effects for you. So if you kind of know what your ailment is and what might support you, you can just grab it. But you might also want to contact them and just say, I'm suffering from this and this, like which spagyrics might you suggest? And then you can come take them, and it's just a few drops on your tongue, once a day or a couple times a day, and it'll tell you on the label. But they're really powerful and cool. So that can also be a good gift to someone else if you know what they need support in: mood, mental clarity, emotional support, or any physical ailment at all. Of course, I'm sure we have to say right now, I'm not a doctor and neither is he, and you should go see a doctor and all that garbage. Or whatever. If you like to see butchers and the people who kill more than anyone else, then you can go do that. And finally, if you have not yet subscribed to Rockfin, that would be a great Christmas present to yourself. It'd be a great Christmas present to me if you come and support me specifically and subscribe to my channel as a supporter. You get more content. You get exclusive content like the monthly tarot readings and other things that are only on Rockfin, and all kinds of stuff. And also all of these people, you have Chance Guard and Slow News Day, Chris Matthew and Beyond Classified, Tinfoil Hat with Sam Tripoli of Isaac Weishaupt, Beth Martins, Aeon Bite, Zero with Sam Tripoli, Union of the Unwanted, Charlie Robinson, David Whitehead, Lindsay Foreman, Michael Wan, and so many more. I'm sure I'm like really in the past on this because I forget who is even on here. Aeon Bite said, who is Abraxas 1 day ago? Oh yeah, I love Abraxas here. So, go check it out. Become a supporter, a subscriber. You get all of these people's exclusive content with one price. You get all of my exclusive content and everybody else's as well for one $10 a month price. So that is a great Christmas present to you or anyone else. What's up, Crazy Fox in the chat? Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining me today in this Christmas edition, Christmas and gift giving season edition of Rogue Ways. I hope you got some ideas. I hope you're going to come grab things from all the shops that I said and shared. I buy all my gifts from those places. That's just how I roll, and that's why I'm sharing it with you, because I hope you also are inspired to shop only from small, local, and places that will also uplift yourself and the people who you're giving these gifts to. These are all healthy, often spiritually infused or uplifted options for people, and I think that that's also what makes them beautiful. So go check it out. Go grab what you need. And I'm going to go. I will see you guys tomorrow night with an episode of Middle Path for you. And until then, travel well, aim for balance, and always look inside first. Mwah.
Nasty motherfucker with a hook and a sickle. Brought to you advertisement, bone plated nickel. Fire rate automatic smash from the get-go. Snack on the whack fermented flesh disco. Abracadabra, archaic altars don't slabber. Hey, making jabbers with reality backwards. Hunting rap nerds, bodyguard collected actors. Munitions are famished, let them feast upon the dapper. Bloody bibs and muddy kicks, feasting on amygdala. Iron fist, tyrant shit, APO will rip you up. The rhyme rainmaker, Bane style backbreaker. Genghis Khan depleted uranium satellite lasers. Cloaked in anonymity, I know you never heard of me. No rusted tools used for Crowley style surgery.
Dissect a whole set, God body. God taught me to dissect the whole body. When it gets sloppy, I'ma get there. Rhymes rare like steak, get crushed like crates to create 52 states. And it's Baghdad, dust to towels, no rags. Straight melt dash, dust to ash. Turbans while the niggas perkin'. It's on purpose, my service touches the sun's surface. And rainbows touch serpents. My light all night shines so bright. I'm a star for eons, Hollywood's for peons, cause they try to copy the same shit we on. Hey, I ain't done yet, lungs depleted and can't breathe, can't believe it. Trying to seek it while trying to peep it, it's a secret. Now you're nobody, label somebody, trying to claim John Gotti. It's yours truly, God body.